welcome to Fortunes Hiding Down Under TV. We are here. I'm back. Happy days.
Welcome
it's
back.
Good to see you all.
Yeah, you too, mate.
First show back in a long time for me. You guys have done a fantastic job while I've been away.
Thank you.
Some new guests on as well, which has been nice to see. But then, my first game back in Oz has been a little bit fucking difficult, wasn't it?
It's fucking how you left England. Right?
Yeah,
really,
fuck me, yeah. Same changes, same fucking outcome.
Oh.
But how you boys been? Been alright?
Yeah, not too bad.
Happy Easter, everyone.
Yeah,
Happy Easter. Yeah.
Thanks, Jesus.
Good to have
Appreciate the days off.
Good to have a long weekend. More days to dwell on the shit result, I suppose. Yeah.
Well, I've been camping. I've been off the grid for a few days.
It's probably a good thing.
And I should have fucking stayed there. I only saw the game this morning. I didn't even know the result until this morning.
Really?
Yeah. There was literally no reception or anything. Great big fucking snakes, but no reception. I only saw the game this morning, so it's very fresh in my mind. There's a lot to talk about, isn't there?
Oh, definitely.
But yeah, other than that, all good. What about you, Nate?
Mate, been doing a few renovations over the 4 days off, and then playing a bit of golf today. I'll tell you what, you always want to have a Saturday game, but fuck it, just ruins your weekend when they come out the way they are. At least if you're getting up on a Monday morning or a Sunday night, you get straight into work and you're distracted, and the depression seems to wear away a bit quicker. But
Well, we actually finally had a 10:30 kickoff over here in Australia, so we was all there on Saturday night. There was a good turnout for the Brisbane Hammers. There was about 30 of us, I think. There was a lot of Geordies as well, so it made for a good atmosphere. But as you say, these Saturday games, you look forward to having one, and then when you have one, you fucking get put up with that shit. But let's get into the game, lads.
Yeah,
It wasn't all bad, was it? Look,
No.
Early penalty puts things on a bit of a bad start.
Yeah.
It looked like it was a penalty in the end. A bit questionable about offside, but then it was like Dinos. The touch was off our player, so it was a penalty.
Yeah.
So it was what it was. But I actually thought we fought back into the game well. And the longer that half went on, we were brought back to 1-1. And what a great ball from Paquetá, and Antonio's come back with something to prove, I think.
Well, it was only a couple of minutes beforehand that Souček played Antonio in as well, and he had that sider that just went over the bar as well. But I agree with you, the way that we came back after the penalty, we were actually at it. It was good to watch. They were fucking shit, to be fair to them. Some of the chances they were having, they had no synergy going forward. They're playing balls out to the left, no run. And then we go forward and we score.
And the longer that half went on, the more you thought, actually, it's us that's going to edge into the lead here. It's us that's looking to do something. And we had 10 minutes of injury time for the bloody VAR decision and all that crap. And then Kudus again. I thought Kudus was brilliant, and he stuck that one away nicely, didn't he?
He did, half. But just before that as well, he was played through, and he picked the ball up in our own half, and he was running all the way through, and then he just got absolutely fucking slammed by the last defender. So and the referee was right there, but I don't know what you boys thought about that, but that looked like to me that should have been a fucking send off.
For me, I was saying to you earlier, it's a throwback challenge. It's a shoulder to shoulder. In today's game, that's a foul. So as much as I don't mind it, it was a foul in this day and age. So
consistency, isn't it?
And that's where we haven't got at the moment.
But it's like we were saying though, right? If that challenge happens in the middle of the park, it's a foul every day of the week. So I don't see what changes the decision just because it's closer to goal and he's the last defender. So it was a bit frustrating.
I don't know if you've seen the Chelsea Burnley game. There was a Burnley fella sent off for pretty much the same thing in the area. He gave away a penalty and was red carded. And I agree with you. I don't mind that. To me, that it wouldn't be a free kick, really. But in today's game, it is.
It definitely is.
But I thought after the goal, the first half we did well. And like Dave said, the longer it went on, the more it looked like.
Fuck me, didn't that half go on?
Oh, it went on forever.
Jesus.
The pass from Paquetá was fucking sick.
It's unbelievable, wasn't
Absolutely
it? Like, he almost had his back to goal.
Yeah.
And he's played that with his left boot like across his body to put Antonio through in that way was magnificent. And give credit to Antonio.
It's a great finish.
He's usually a fucking donkey.
When he's got to think, he's fucked.
Yeah.
So the longer he went, and the longer that run, I was like, this is going to fucking go miles.
It wasn't dead cert, was it?
No, and he's finished it really well. He's done really well.
That touch he had just to take the ball just across his body enough and then put it around the keeper, it was really, really well.
Because in that first instance of the Souček one, when he what a spin, by the way, unbelievable feat. But like, you can just tell the way he's come onto it too square. That's why it's gone straight and it's gone over. Like it's just them little bits with him.
Yeah,
he's always going to be the aim striker.
Yeah,
because just the way the bend on the body and but great feat to get there. To be honest. For our Kudos goal, I've got to admit, I don't think he should have stood.
I thought it was fucking great.
If that was against us,
I
would have been fucking fuming.
Yeah, you would, but the prick's on the floor rolling around like a fucking idiot. So,
but he's holding his head. But this is what I'm saying. If that's Paquetá down doing it, what are you saying if it was the other way around?
Well, I know what you're saying.
Can you use somebody else as an example? Because fucking Paquetá.
Well, anyone. I'm just saying, if that's one of our players on the floor.
Well, the thing is, if it's a head injury or of any description, you're supposed to stop it.
That's what I mean. Yeah, I didn't get it.
But then you've got a scenario where he's obviously staying on. He stayed on the ground once he realised that free kick had been taken. He stayed there and milked it to try and fucking manipulate the game. And it's really good that the referee wasn't having any of it. Yeah. But technically, it's not what's supposed to happen. So if it was against us, I'd be pissed off.
Yeah. But did he have a genuine head injury?
Did he fuck? No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like
someone's face,
and he was targets all the time, mate.
Yeah.
Someone goes like that and he's fucking. Do you know what I mean? So you never know. Yeah. I watched the boxing yesterday, Tim Zoo. I don't know where the cut come from. Do you know what I mean? It was just you never know, do you? But
I reckon the only reason you'd have to be really dirty about that is if they go.
I'm not like fucking. I wish we hadn't scored. No. It's more like.
It's not you.
If just like you love to play, I'm playing devil's advocate.
I was saying the only way you'd be dirty if you're a Newcastle fan about that, and have a genuine cause.
Well, the amount of VAR.
No, but if they check on the dude and he's fucking concussed and he's got to go off, and then you go, okay, that was a genuine head injury that the game should have been stopped for. If you get something fucking trots off down the field straight afterwards,
as he did,
then it was never a genuine head injury, so it shouldn't have been stopped. So,
and the other thing I thought as well, like he was actually he was behind where the free kick was being taken. So I don't know if that came into the referee's thought process. It's like, oh well, he'll fucking get up. And they're playing forward. So it didn't really affect the way the game was playing out from that position. So, and you've got to give credit to Kudos and to Bowen for making the run,
Paquetá's vision once again.
It was good.
And this is what I'll get into it later. And then we go into the second half. Does anyone really know what happened to Areola? Because I don't know.
Was it a thigh injury though?
They were talking about the end of the second half. Is he going to go off? And they were talking like he was going to have to go off and he stayed on.
I tell you what though, it was a bit of a fucking gamble though. It was I think Fabianski must have got up around the 30-minute mark to start warming up, right? And then 10 minutes of fucking added time. Like 25 minutes is a long time to just sort of see it out. Like I understand why, but pretty fucking risky as
25 minutes from what? That's fucking full, mate.
Yeah.
Normally our subs are warming up for 80 minutes. And when I was back at home, I watched Ben Johnson warm up for, I'm not joking, 75 minutes.
Fuck it.
He was at the end of the fucking line, warming up for 75 minutes.
Shit.
So it's fucking terrible. Anyway, second half starts. We get off to a flyer. Kudos fucking keeps the ball in brilliantly. He's running down the line. He sees Bayern in.
It's great.
What a ball!
Really ball.
How the fuck he had that much space is beyond me. Like fuck me, his eyes must have lit up. If there's a man that you want on the end of that ball at that point, it's him. And he finished it beautifully as well.
Yeah, it's a great finish.
Yeah, so I thought he done his part. And then there was the next phase of the game. Substitutions.
Look, so let's hear out what Moyes' excuse, because I don't agree with the substitution. But you know, Moyes said afterwards that they'd had a couple of goes at us and they'd come through the middle of us and they were starting to look more deadly. And there's validity in that, right? Yeah. But I also think I would counter that with there were moments that we were having, and if we'd left the fucking striker on the pitch, I just felt there was an edge that it was more likely we were going to go 4-1 than fucking come back.
I was just saying to Nathan, right? Our best form of attack, our best form of defence is attack. Right? We are shit
defensively. Yeah.
So why don't you keep the ball that fucking end?
Yeah.
Like. Why put Phillips in that fucking position in the first place? In my eyes, I think he's not up to speed. He still's not up to speed.
No, he's not. He's not going to get there, mate.
And I'm not blaming him for the penalty either.
No, not at all.
We'll come back to that.
But it's the next bit. So
I mean, I came over to you when he made the substitution. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with this. You know, like we seem to be putting a Moyes in or a Moyes Cam out. That was the wrong decision.
It was.
I think I thought we're more likely to nick this and go 4-1 up at this point. And I thought that was a bad decision.
I think also though, like structurally, we just kept dropping back and back and back, and we've spoken about this a lot. Like. That's the time where somebody in that back line needs to fucking grow a set of balls and just push everyone up the park a little bit more to get more compact, because they were starting to win that battle in the midfield, which then gives them, like, we just keep, you know, dropping off and dropping off.
Mate. I think he likes to sit on that fucking 18-yard box. I do. I reckon I just watched him.
It does happen.
And he does. He sits us right back and says, "Come and have a go." Every fucking and it's even worse in the flesh.
But he's not realised that in the past where he might have actually been quite good at that, and we saw it a couple season or two ago. Whereas now we're absolutely fucking shit at defending.
From what I was seeing though, I thought the worst player on the park at that time was Sufel. Like he got fucking stitched up so many times.
Anyone he plays against with fucking pace is fucked. Jeremy Doku, right? His first game for Man City, everyone's saying he's going to rip people up.
It was just Sufel.
You ain't heard much of it since.
No.
Really? Do you know what I mean?
And for that, I mean, look, he wants to bring on Johnson anyway, so why not fucking bring him on? In that instance, I think like we talked about, like you 3-1 up, like how much more do you need to sort of go right? Bring on Ings or even Mabama, you know what I mean? Give them 30 minutes to actually just keep playing the same structure, so you know that there's an out ball for you to play. And look, Paquetá goes into that role, but he creates such a gaping hole between those three in that midfield rotation. And you've got Ward-Prowse, Souček, and fucking Kalvin Phillips.
When it comes to the forwards, it's never a like-for-like substitution, is it? It's always a fucking tactical change. And you know, if Antonio needed a rest, fair enough. Just fucking swap him with Ings. And then you're not changing the shape, you're not, because it was working.
Ings was class against Villa.
You could have even put Paquetá into the 9 and then had Ings in the 10. Right, so at least you still got two creative players in the middle of the park. But what does he fucking do? Midfield Roberto.
As soon as you saw Phillips coming on, you know that is the sign that we're not going to score again. We're not even going to try to score again. And then you know, I see that the fucking Newcastle players must think, right, we've got half an hour now to have a go.
And the thing is, they were falling apart, mate.
They were,
their subs were going off. But they were falling apart, it seemed, and he anchored us into that fucking formation for them to allow their creative players like Harvey Barnes just keep coming at us. When we got Zuma, who cannot fucking run to save his life. Like he was right, but he was behind Barnes, right? No, he was nowhere to be seen.
Like,
I don't know Barnes is quick, but fuck me. Like he's only just turned you about 25 yards from the fucking goal, mate.
So the penalty. So I mean, I've harped on about this a bit, but I've watched it a lot.
Yeah.
And the only thing that I will fault Phillips for is he did have a chance to get rid of it.
Yeah,
the time
he took a touch, didn't he?
And fannying around on it.
Yeah.
He should be getting that out of there.
Yeah.
But the penalty itself, you go, how can someone sticking a leg in as you're striking the ball, and then go over and have
complain about it?
Like, if anything,
it's a foul.
It's a foul,
in my opinion.
That's what I thought it was when they kept looking. I thought, "Fuck, we're going to get a foul."
I don't
because
understand.
all of his momentum is taking him forward anyway, because he's coming in at that much pace.
And you're coming in from behind. How can you be claiming that you're?
He wasn't even in control of the ball.
No,
or himself, really. Though, like he's.
And it's not like Phillips has seen him then swung the leg.
No.
You can see it quite fucking. And this cunt, right? He's looked at it on a TV screen, and he's still fucking done.
I know.
You stupid fucking prick.
But honestly, I want clarity. I want clarity from the authorities on this.
Yeah.
I want them to watch that
and tell me why.
And tell me why, or tell me they've got it wrong, because they've got it wrong.
But
you can't.
How many VAR decisions? I saw 5 in my time of 5 games over there.
Yeah,
it was fucking terrible. We are getting shafted right up the jersey.
I mean that you could watch that in real time, and you can forgive the referee for misinterpreting what's happened and giving a penalty.
I can't.
The minute you see it on a replay on the
Slow
screen,
down, where you can see the guy come round the back.
There's absolutely no way that you can give it, and the fact that,
you're right,
that
it makes
they
it
have,
worse.
it's just fucking corruption. Like it is corrupt beyond fucking.
I can't see how you can give it in normal time or fucking slow time. He comes in from behind and puts his leg in. That's not him being fouled, is it?
That's him wanting to be kicked. In my eyes, you can see Phillips has got your leg up, and you ran in front of it, as you know he's going to strike whatever's in front of it. And unfortunately, you fucking Shirley Carter lookalike have jumped in the fucking middle of it.
And that does turn the game. That does turn the tide.
It does, and I felt for Phillips at that point as well, because he has had a load of.
He looked mortified.
He did. He did,
and he's not meaning to be shit.
Nah. Although when we get to the last goal, I'll fucking slag him off there.
And we will. But what I want to see, I do not want to see him anywhere near the fucking team for Leverkusen.
Yeah.
I do not. And I said it to Phil Austin in the car on the way, right? I hope he gets fucking putting Phillips on out of his system in the next couple of league games, and it fucks up now, and that makes it absolutely unpickable for the Leverkusen.
But it's a pride thing with Moyes now, isn't it? He's going to keep putting him in there because that's his guy. And I fear that he is just going to keep going until he puts in a decent performance.
Mind you, Souček's actually playing fucking.
You've got to remember though, when Souček came in, he came in the January transfer window as well, and I think it was almost his first or second game, like he was scoring goals. He was actually going okay, and then it was sort of like, was it the year after he won Hammer of the Year or came runner-up? And it was like his third sort of 2.5 year in, that's when he started to go downwards. But like Phillips, like he wouldn't even fucking have a highlight.
No,
I don't reckon. You couldn't make a reel if you fucking tried.
He's not a shit player, but
I've got a real thing on this, right? I've thought about it, right? With England, he had Rice next to him. And we've seen him do the job for 2 people anyway. When Kalvin Phillips was in that England team, we were playing not shit teams. And then he has a good season in the Championship with Leeds. That's Championship. Comes up, plays in the Prem, still under Bielsa. He's still the main man. He done all right, but he was also injured for a lot of it. Right? City pay 50 mil for him
and don't use him.
Comes to us. What the fuck did we think we was getting?
I
mean, actually think about it.
Don't you think though? Like, if that's me sitting there right now, if I'm Sullivan or Moyes, I'd just be giving the cup back. I'd just be saying, well, he's on loan. I want to terminate it. It's not working. Why wouldn't you go and pull fucking Downs back in?
Who's pulling up trees.
He is.
I don't think we even have that option. I don't think you can't pull that trigger.
Okay.
No, that's a whole season loan.
Right. Well, even
Freddie Potts.
that would be really nice, but it's like he's there, and now Moyes has to use him. I'd just be fucking getting rid of him. You don't need that temptation.
No, you can pull him back. I'm positive.
Freddie Potts?
I'm pretty sure, mate.
Why? He's on a season loan, isn't he?
No, but I'm sure they're really...
The only way you can pull them back, I heard, is if they're on a month-by-month loan.
Okay.
So they can be on a 3-month loan, like from January, and you can terminate it early. Yeah. If they're on a rest of the season loan, I don't think you can. No. And if they're on a full season loan...
So both ways, we're stuck with him? Or is it us calling him?
Essentially, yeah. I think...
And you can't drop him from the squad completely. Because that, as you say, it's a pride thing, mate.
Moyes won't drop him.
Yeah.
He'll keep him around the team.
You'd really love to understand, like, if you just if someone could give you some information, what's he like on the training paddock? Because what he's putting out on the
Pep's
park,
already said, like, and everyone's who would work with him has said, lovely lad, like, really down to earth, gets behind everything. But I don't think West Ham's a team for him.
But he's not sharp, is he?
No,
he's. It's not just match
slow.
fitness.
He's
mentally slow.
Yeah.
Forget.
You can imagine though, like from what he's been through with us in the last fucking half a dozen games, like he'd be fucking shit scared to kick a ball.
Yeah.
You know, but like that's what he has to do to sort of like it's only going to take a 15 or 20 minute patch, and he turns it around a little bit.
But he needs to show character now.
Yeah.
He needs to go. Do you know what? I'm on this money.
He's gone.
But he needs it. That's the only thing that can change it, though, isn't it?
How much do you want it?
You can see fear in his eyes.
You shit yourself every time he comes on, and we've got so much.
Don't get me wrong, I'm the fucking same. I don't want him playing.
But it's done.
But like the only way,
I think after
the
that
only way you're
game,
going to get a player out of him is if he kicks himself up the bollocks and goes, "All right, I need to fucking do this."
I think that what Moyes was probably looking, and Moyes will be aware of where his head's at. And he thinks if he brings him on at 3-1 up and we see the game out and we finish 3-1, he'll take some confidence and then I can fucking pick him. And it's just completely backfired and made it fucking 10 times worse. The penalty wasn't his fault, but the fact that he was involved in it is just another thing that people...
and that's what I feel for him. I do, like, because it could have been anyone.
It's such I think the penalty wasn't his fault and it's a shit penalty.
Yeah.
But getting in that situation was.
Yeah.
Getting that fucking ball out of there straight away, and that never happens.
Even if it goes for a goal kick, corner,
could have fucking grabbed it as well. That was a fucking absolute clusterfuck.
It was.
In there.
It was.
So again,
but it wasn't a penalty.
So that was 3-2, wasn't it?
Exactly.
Well, it's everything they needed.
Everything
they needed to get the fucking...
Well, they're on top of that stuff though as well though. Like Phillips has to come on in his last few games, right? And all of a sudden, it's a formation change as well. So what he's actually been watching on the pitch isn't what's going to happen.
True.
Right? He's got to go and change that picture.
True.
Right? So again, if you come back to like Moyes' decision making, if he does it like for like striker for striker, something like that, right? And then maybe Ward-Prowse goes off and Phillips comes on. It's a like for like again. The pitch is staying the same. So I'm not sure that Moyes is actually.
And how much does that dent your confidence, right? The last 2 games we were in winning positions. You get bought on and we fucking lose and drop points.
But it's hard to blame him for that.
No, I know, but no, I'm saying on your confidence.
I understand.
How does that feel when you're watching on the sideline? Like, we've all played, you're watching it and you're winning, you go, fuck it, I'm coming on. You come on and you lose points and you're like, oh fuck. And especially with everything that's getting highlighted with him at the moment, it'd be like, fuck, this is all my fault. And that's how he'd be feeling.
It doesn't seem to shatter Moyes' confidence because the cunt keeps making the same decisions, doesn't he, from the sidelines? It's fucking depressing.
And then therein lies the problem, right? I think his confidence is fucked. And I think he should not be used. The only place he should be going is a fucking glue factory from here, as far as we're concerned. Honestly, if we do that against Leverkusen, they're going to fucking tear us a new arsehole.
Well, Harvey Barnes comes on. The player that I wanted, I said it at the beginning. I was gutted.
We were in for him too,
I was gutted we didn't get him. He's been injured most of the season, comes on, absolute cracking finish between Fabianski's legs to make it 3-3. The crowd go fucking absolutely apeshit as they should. But you see it coming. Twice. They bring on players that can fucking kill the game. That they bring on people who are lethal. We bring on fucking two defensive.
We bring on fucking square pegs for round holes.
Fucking ridiculous.
It's fucking stupid, isn't it?
And then we'll get on to the last goal then, right?
Yeah.
Because I know you want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the Ings substitution though?
That was fucking later on, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was.
Sorry, it was after.
That was 10 minutes. That was 10 minutes ago.
The fourth goal. Go on, Matty.
The fourth goal.
Have you say?
Look, obviously it was a good strike. I thought what Phillips did was fucking disgraceful. At that stage of the game, when you've lost the 2-goal lead, you're in fucking injury time, and they're coming at you. You fucking take that guy out. If you can't get the ball legally, you take him out. You do not let him go past you like he did. His whole fucking body action, everything just screamed he didn't want to fucking be there. He had no interest.
He's hiding.
And that in itself, I wouldn't want to see him fucking playing for West Ham again for a long time. And you attach a lot of emotion to it because the guy's gone on to fucking put it in the bottom corner. But it just shows everything that's lacking in Phillips, and therefore you question the judgment of Moyes for continually bringing him on, because it's not just that game. He's looked like that in every game since he got it.
All games that I saw him in, even against Everton when I was there, like we brought him on, we won it in the end. Him being on that pitch, it didn't. It stifled us.
You know, and even if he takes him out and then they score from the free kick, you say, well, at least he's made a fucking effort. At least we've shown a bit of fight. And
when that goal went in, did you actually watch his body language after?
I
did. I made a point of looking at it, and it was like, not that's me again. Do you know what I mean? And it was just like, fuck, what? You're doing it though, mate. Like you're the only person that can make this different. So we lose the game 4-3.
But Ings came on then.
Picked up a pay packet.
What was it, 90 plus fucking 6 he came on or something?
What is the fucking
It's just baffling.
It
is fucking baffling.
He played so well against Aston Villa. And Burnley. And then he don't get a fucking sniff. It's like, fuck me. Oh man.
There was a period of time there where every time Ings came on, he looked like a fucking donkey with 2 left feet. But you can't say that about him over his last half a dozen appearances or whatever.
You had the Sheffield United game.
Well, even before that, in the Bristol City game, he was fucking electric that game. And he just gets fucking sent back to the pine for 5 minutes. 90 minute Ings, warm up son. You know, it's fucking hell.
I'll just go fuck off.
So we fucking lost. We've won 3 games this year in all competitions. It's a fucking joke. How we are still 7th is beyond me. We won't be 7th for long.
If you just look at the ladder, it just keeps compressing and compressing.
And we've
had times to go up. Like we've had Burnley game, for example, Villa game. Like, this one just gone like
Sheffield United.
How many points we picking up there?
And you can talk about last minute fucking VAR decisions and penalties and all that kind of shit. But
you can't.
We've won 3 games out of 15.
You can definitely say though the last 2 games we've dropped 5 points. Out of that from Villa and Newcastle, we've definitely. And if we've got 5 points extra on where we are now, we are knocking on the door of you.
But we continuously drop points. And the fact that we're 7th and we've got.
Bear in mind where Sheffield United and Burnley are.
We've got a decent amount of points.
We're not even talking about them, is it? You know, this is the people who are around us, Villa and Newcastle.
The only reason we've got those points is because we've got better players. It's fuck all to do with the way we're being set up and managed. We're actually going backwards. And this is very quickly turning into the 2022 calendar year when we had a great start to the season, and then we didn't win a fucking game. We somehow got to the semi-finals of the Europa League and glossed over it all, and we were shit for the rest of that year.
Last year we were shit.
We
nearly got relegated. We were 3 games from it. Yes, Conference League was lovely. It was a great moment, but we were 3 games away from going down.
So how do we set up against Spurs?
Phillips in the middle.
No, seriously.
No,
he is.
Yeah, we've got to build his confidence back. Build the team around him.
No, but in all honesty, the only upside that can come from this shit now is, look, Phillips has had his fucking go, right?
Yeah.
Surely fucking Moyes sees that now.
I think he does in the press conference. Why was he dressed so nicely as well? Was he I thought he was actually looking for a fucking interview at Newcastle. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
He finally dressed
can't
up.
Be too far away from the skivvy, I don't think.
But is that the silver lining now? Is that the silver lining now that Phillips is done? We can't fucking bring him on with 12 minutes to go against Leverkusen, 2-1 up, fucking half a foot in the fucking next round, and then they have one of their Leverkusen moments.
I don't think it matters that much. It would be great to get him out because he's a fucking liability.
Stick Johnson in there.
All of the issues around selections and positioning and substitutes, they were all around before fucking Phillips turned up. So
they were, but maybe that's more of a valid tactic if you put someone that's fucking not a net to do that fucking job. And we were Alvarez in there at that moment in time. It's a different game. It's a different game. Right, and then it's a half valid tactic, not the tactic we want, right? And it's not a tactic that works every time, but it's not a tactic that goes so disastrously wrong.
Why did he?
To be fair, though,
have to take Antonio off?
I don't think we did.
He didn't go to Jamaica.
I didn't think we did.
He's fresh.
Yeah.
Fucking
well, we don't have a midweek game. His next game's against Spurs, right?
Yeah, it's tomorrow, mate.
Wednesday.
Is it Wednesday?
Wednesday morning. Yeah.
Maybe.
And he will have been thinking that. Yeah, we're 3-1 up. We've got Spurs on.
Yeah, but if you don't know how to fucking close a game out, don't fucking change it then.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Let it carry on. Let go.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, we got Spurs Wednesday morning.
So it's Phillips at the glue factory.
Get rid of that.
Cunt. Same starting lineup though.
I think it depends on Areola, I guess. Doesn't it? You know, if he's
I don't want to say Fowl in there, mate.
No.
Not with their front line, mate. He will get ripped to fucking
put Johnson at right back.
Yeah. Well, Tottenham want him apparently, so go and have a good game before you go. This is your fucking.
I mean, the thing is with the defence, you're kind of fucking stuck, aren't you? You've got very limited options.
He don't fancy Aguerd now, does he?
No,
he apparently he was.
And nor do I, but that again was his man. He was chasing him for 2 years.
I thought he was carrying an injury, that's why he wasn't picked on the weekend as well.
I think Dinos is.
He's got the
fucking Mavropanos had a good game.
He's all right. He's all right.
I think he's put a couple of good ones together.
He's not brilliant, but he's all right.
He's got a howler in him. There's no question about that.
He ain't had one. Oh no, he scored that goal against fucking Burnley, didn't he? I was there.
We're at home, right? There were some good attacking things to take out of that game.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Right? Fucking Kudus was on fire.
Paquetá
setting up those fucking beautiful through balls.
Antonio's playing well.
Bowen's putting the ball in there. So there's enough in our armoury to give him the shit.
Yeah, that's the thing about Spurs, right? They will press forward, which will leave space in behind, which is exactly what we want. And I mean, if there's one thing that, I mean, Postecoglou's probably got just as much arrogance as fucking Moyes has, really, about how he wants to play. You know what I mean? And like, anyone who's half smart would sit there and go, well, the last thing you need to do is give Antonio, Kudus and Bowen space in behind, because they'll fucking eat you up. He'll give it to them. He will.
But mate, we played them already this year and we just sat back and let them fucking come at us.
Yeah.
And it was the worst half of football I've seen in a long time.
And then we won.
But fuck me, that's a lot of luck goes into that.
There was.
I know. I'll say it.
Like
that's what twice we've done now, isn't it? So
it's just like, fucking hell.
We smacked them in Perth as well.
Yeah, we did.
There's every chance we could do it again, so there's something to look forward to. Yeah. You know, those three are blinding, aren't they?
Yeah. They're fucking unreal.
Yeah.
Kudos, mate. If we can keep him for another year.
But like you said, though, the problem is that, like, until we are like 3 or 4 goals up, we can't fucking stop attacking. No. And unfortunately, Moisey thinks that one's enough.
Watching the England game the other day, watching Paquetá,
he made
throwing himself around.
Yeah,
just fucking great performance, and then.
He should have been sent off.
And then he was captain. He captained Brazil in the next game
and scored.
And scored.
Equaliser.
Yeah. And I think this guy's being managed by David fucking Moyes. Like, when he's going to wake up one day and think, "What the fuck am I doing here?"
Yeah.
And I just hope he doesn't do that for a long time.
No, well, I think it'll happen this summer. I think we'll keep Kudus at least another year, but I think Pack will probably be off. Anyway, let's beat fucking Spurs, and then we can cheer the fuck up a bit. Yeah.
I mean, my life's been consumed of West Ham in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like, followed them fucking 5 games, Everton through to the Aston Villa game.
How was Germany?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Trains with pubs, mate.
Yeah.
They're unbelievable.
Yeah.
It was a really weird atmosphere. It was quite tense in there, to be honest, from the away fans. We were bad. Like, I know I watched your show and people were saying we played well. I don't think we did. I thought we was again stifled. He didn't let us get forward. Made the same fucking substitutions. It wasn't fun to watch. I mean, Everton probably was my favourite game. Like the Souček goal and also I was there for the Kudos Freiburg home game. And they were just like, he's going to do it. And he did it, and it was unbelievable. But it was lovely to catch up with Nick and Gary from Claret and Booze as well. That was a very good night. What I remember of it up in Brick Lane. Met up with Virgil as well. Gave them the shirts. They got their shirts now, so that's good. But I didn't do much content while I was there in terms of like fan cams and stuff like I was gonna do. You just get carried away. Like, you just enjoy myself. But I did do a vlog of the Upton when I went to Upton Park. So I just need to put that together. Nice. I met Danny Fenn as well, poet of West Ham, and I actually pulled him out of the pub. And I made him walk to the centre circle in the old Upton Park, what they've got there now. And he did a little poem for it. So I'm going to put that all together, and I've got fucking time, and put it up on the channel, so that'd be good to watch. But fucking shame, another loss from winning position, but we'll hopefully get there against Spurs. But fuck it.
So we'll have to talk about the Spurs game Thursday and then preview Leverkusen as well, because that's the following week.
We'll have another game.
Who's at the weekend? Wolves. It's a Saturday game, isn't it?
We'll have Alvarez back for that, and then lose him again for Leverkusen.
It's Saturday. It'll be 12 o'clock because the clocks change.
Oh,
back at home, so it'll be midnight.
Not 1 o'clock.
All right.
Yeah.
Should we wrap that up then?
We didn't even talk about the weather in this one as well.
No, we didn't, did we?
Not until now.
It's the same weather as what you lot have got in England as well over there. So shit. But thanks for watching. It's lovely to be back with the boys. Fortune's Island Down Under. We have
cleansed ourselves.
But thank you very much, and preview for Spurs on Thursday. Cheers, lads.
Go on your eyes.